Hey guys, this is SUNSfan with a spotlight video for Earthshaker.
My existence shouldn't be. I was not born of a mother, but from a rock. And yet I was carved by no artisan. No, I willed my consciousness into being. For so long I walked alone, confused. But that all changed when I met Kana. I was rudderless, and she gave me direction. I was ignorant of the ways of man, and she gave me understanding. I was alone in this world, and she gave me companionship. But above all, she gave me a name, and a sense of self. Once I called myself Rygor Stonehoof. But she has given me a new name that is far more fitting. Earthshaker.
Earthshaker is a rare blue hero with 2 attack and 7 health. He comes with the active ability Fissure, which has a 4-round cooldown. When used, it will stun enemy neighbors. Earthshaker's signature card is the 7-mana spell Echo Slam, which will deal damage to each enemy equal to the amount of enemies in that lane. Earthshaker's attack is tied for the lowest of any hero in the entire game, and his health total is on the higher end for blue heroes. His active ability takes forever to come online and is very similar to Tidehunter's, except for the fact that it won't stun units outside of the neighboring enemies. Either way, when this ability comes off cooldown, it can have a huge effect on the board if used successfully. His signature spell is the main reason you play him, and also the main reason opponents need to keep track of that all-important 7-mana turn. Obviously, Echo Slam can have a huge effect if you're playing against a wide board, but it remains a little bit inconsistent as you won't always have the best opportunity to use it. All in all, having Earthshaker in your deck is similar to having Annihilation or Tidehunter, as sometimes the threat of a big play will cause your enemies to make some less efficient choices. Synergy. I think there are 2 types of cards that can help Earthshaker succeed. The first is Initiative, as being able to get monster fissures or Echo Slams can certainly turn the tide in many games. For blue, you're pretty much limited to Arcane Assault. The second is being able to reposition Earthshaker in order to get a good fissure off. Doing so can be much easier when you have a card like Cunning Plan. Heroes. It's important to not put an overabundance of late game heroes in your deck when Earthshaker is there. Having a hero like Ogre Magi is amazing, as his Ignite can whittle down targets that otherwise wouldn't die to an Echo Slam. Otherwise, it's pretty common to combo any blue splash with some red in order to have some bodies to protect them for late game. Heroes like Axe, LC, and Bristle take care of that nicely. Counters. Aside from the usual ways to counter blue heroes, that is, with all-out force, gaining initiative is the biggest deal by far against Earthshaker. He's just one of those heroes that you pretty much have to go first with at some point in the game. Getting that fissure or huge Echo Slam off is really the only reason he's in your deck to begin with. We talked about Arcane Assault, but Hipfire and a simple Fight Through Pain will gain initiative. Also, silences will completely ruin this hero, and there's no better silence in the game than Drow's Gust. Items. First and foremost, having 2 attack is pitiful. You gotta at least get a short sword on this guy so you can kill creeps. But aside from that, there are 2 items in the game that are crucial for Earthshaker. Blink Dagger is the first, so you can reposition yourself to another lane in need. And the other is a TP scroll for very similar reasons. The last thing you want is to have your Earthshaker rotting away in a non-contested lane. To see the ratings of every card from professional players, be sure to visit artifaction.gg. If you want to be featured on this channel, you can also submit memorable clips you see on stream to us at artifaction.gg/submit. Thanks for watching and subscribing to ArtifactCinema. Be sure to click that bell icon in order to get notified when we put up a new spotlight or guide.